Today, I have $1 billion to build a foot draft, which means we'll be picking these players based on their transfer market value. Now, I know what you might be thinking. $1 billion is a lot of money, but just imagine we picked Mbappe, Haaland, and Vinny. We only have 50% of our budget left over for the remaining 20 players in our squad. So these are the current market values for each of these players according to transfermarket.com. With $1 billion still in our budget, we might as well go for Harry Kane at 99 million. So boom. The goal of this draft is to get 100 chem while using the most amount of our budget as possible. But for every 10 million I either go over or under the budget, I will get punished for at the end. All right, let's find out our next striker. Who's it gonna be? We got Dybala, Correa, Tony, Ilicic. Okay, these are pretty good. I'm thinking to get Dybala only because he is one of my favorite players. But there's also Correa, who's 49 million, and we kind of need to use as much of our budget. So it's two Argentinians against each other, but I have to go for Dybala. Let's get him. The next player is Dempsey, De Bruyne, and Kunku Mula.
This is a tough one.
Now, for the camp position, we do have a lot of high-valued prospects, but in Clint Dempsey's case, he is retired. So how did I get 16 million? Basically, I took the highest ever valuation in his career, but we're not even going to pick him because he doesn't fit the squad. Instead, we're going to go for De Bruyne. He is $94 million, and he links to Harry Kane. Let's see who our right mid is going to be. Sancho! I was debating taking either the first player or the second in this draft, but I don't even know if I could say the first player's name. So we're gonna go for Sancho, 82 mil, get into my team. So we have $687 million left. I'm debating between Rashford and Diaz. I think I'm gonna go for Rashford. That extra $6 million buffer might come in handy near the end. So Rashford it is. I'm still waiting for our first icon. Maybe now? Chouameni, Declan Rice. Oh man, these are some expensive players as well. Before our challenge, I think we're either gonna pick Declan Rice or Chouameni. Nah, let's just take Declan Rice. So if my calculations are correct, we have 6 players in our team and we already used like basically half our budget. So we have to be really strategic in what players we choose from now on because we might run out of money before we get to the reserves. All right, center back time. I said Koundé. We have my Barcelona boy Koundé, and I feel like that's the one we're gonna go for. But we also have Tuan Zebi, which is a good choice. I think I said that right. If I didn't, sorry. But $8 million, that's a good deal. We might be relying on the Prem a little too much, but let's see what our next center back is. Ruben, oh my days, look at these players. I think this might be the most expensive one yet. Okay, so I was right. This is one of the most like higher value picks so far. And I would love to get Ruben Dias into this team, but I think we're gonna go with Romero only because we need that extra like 20 million buffer just in case things go a little sour at the end. So Romero it is. There's still a tiny rule that I haven't told you guys. If Lewandowski, Cristiano Ronaldo, or Messi show up, I have to take them. No matter the other options, no matter how much budget we have left. I have a feeling this next one's gonna be stinky. Let's see what it is. Oh, it's not that bad. I'd love to support the fellow Canadian in here, Ada Kujbi, but we're gonna go for Firpo. We need that Premier League link, so Firpo it is. I'm starting to get a little nervous about how much money we have left. Let's see our right back now. Anything good? Johnny, oh my days. We are spending way too much money in this draft. And the reason I say that is because Trent is basically my favorite fullback in the world right now. He's worth 88 million and there's no way we're not taking him. So Trent, welcome to the team. Now with 370 million left in our budget, we have to take the lowest rated goalkeeper in this next one. I have to promise myself I do that. Oh my days, look at these options. So I did myself kind of dirty because now I'm taking a player worth 5 million and he's not even gonna link to anyone in the team. But if it was FIFA 23 right now, Turner did just sign for Arsenal, so he would be linking to our players. I always try to keep EA guessing, so instead of going for the subs, we're gonna start with the reserves now. The first reserve player is... Taking a long time to load. What's going on here? All right, we got Correa again. We got Jesus in there now. We have some good options here. Now, this pick is very interesting because I was going to take Jesus, but he is a right winger and we need a striker. So if it was his striker card, we'd 100% invest in Jesus. But I think no other player really fits. So we're going to take Summer just so it's the lowest amount value off our budget. I think that makes the most sense. My accountant would be proud. Lucky number 13 up next. Can we get a Prem player in here? Felipe Son. So I got their values, but I lost connection. I don't know if this is going to make any difference. Hopefully it doesn't reset, because if it does, I will be so... Luckily, we got back on without any problems. So now we're looking at either Son or Pickford. I think we're going to go with Pickford only because we don't have a Prem goalie yet, and Son is just way too expensive. Now with Pickford going into the goalkeeper position, we do have 100 chemistry with this team. Now it's all about optimizing our budget. What do we have next? What is this? 2 million. Get into my team. Hopefully this next one isn't a low rated one as well. Let's get some big names into here. Oh, there we go. Big names. Who do we take? Now, this may actually be our most expensive one yet, and we have to play our cards right because we can either go for the low budget player like Criscito, but you know what? We're gonna go for Ferran Torres. I love Barcelona. Ferran Torres, get into my team. As we now have less than 300 million left in our budget, it's time to let you guys know what the punishment is. For every $10 million I'm either over or under, I have to discard an entire 85 times 10 pack. And these are really good packs. All right, so for this one, I'm gonna take a huge risk, which is taking Marquinhos to use up a lot of our budget. Get into my team. Personally, I love a good challenge. So for this next one, I've decided I have to choose it blindfolded. All right, the pick has been opened. Which one are we gonna take? Hopefully Mbappe isn't in here. Hopefully Haaland isn't in here. Those are like $100 million players, and this is gonna get really sour if one of those players is in there. This one. Please. All right, I don't know how expensive he is, but this may be a problem. Now, I've gone and verified his amount. It is 27.5 mil, which doesn't affect our balance too much. I feel like there might have been some more expensive players in there. Let's see who's next. Can we get Ronaldo, please? What is this? You know what? Even though they're all gold rated, these are still some expensive players. I want to use as much of our budget. We only have 4 other players after this, so I think Madison is the right play. Hopefully, we just don't get one of those players that we have to take if they show up. I have a weird feeling Lewandowski's gonna be in this one. Okay, I don't think all these players are very expensive. I think we're gonna go with Fofana, only because he's going like this, and it's just like he's using his brain, so that's good enough for me. Fofana, get into this team. Number 21. All right, this isn't too bad. Let's see their values. This is probably going to be our most risky play. I'm going to take Kobo. I want to get rid of this budget as much as possible before we get into the last 2. So Kobo, don't do me dirty. This can either make or break this entire draft. Let's see who it is. Oh my days. If this was the last pick, Lukaku would have been perfect. We would have zeroed out and spent exactly $1 billion on this draft, but it's not. So instead, I'm going to go for Andre Silva because just in case we do get Ronaldo, it might just balance out enough that we don't have to discard too many players. So Andre Silva, get into the team. This is the final player, and I'm scared because we still have $42 million. Let's see who it is. Oh my days, I have no idea what the value is of any of these players. I'm already panicking. Okay, let's go check out their values. Now, the first player is Hugo Busmus. I'm saying that completely wrong. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing. He's only worth 600,000, so this is looking really bad. The next player is Pedraza, 19.8 million, so basically 20 million. Okay, that's a little better, but we still have 42 million. So you're telling me I have to discard 2 85 times 10s if I pick him? All right, Terrier is next. 28. Okay, that's a little better. I'm worried that's going to be the best one. Sangare is next. 26. Oh, no, that's less. That's less than 28. So why am I getting that excited? All right, Payet. Is he worth 42? He's not worth 42 million. He's worth 5. Terrier's 28 million valuation brings us down to 14 mil, which means we have to discard 1.5 85 times 10 packs. Please, not Ronaldo. All right, that's not Ronaldo, is it? Luka Modric. All right, that's not too bad. Okay, so what is in this entire pack? No, we got money in there. Get out of here. We don't need you. Because I can't do another 85 times 10 for that 0.5 that we had to discard, I'll discard this 86 player pick just to make you guys happy. Watch me get Ronaldo in this. You know what? That's actually really bad. None of these players are probably worth more than like 50K, so we're going to just get rid of this guy. I could throw him into a gold upgrade, but in the end, I'm not going to go back and recover this guy anyway, so I'm just going to send him in here. Boom! I hope the players we discarded enjoy their time in the gulag, and if you haven't subscribed yet, all you literally have to do is click right here, and if you want to watch another video, click right here.